In this video, I'll reveal all my passive income for the month of June, and the new British notes will start to appear for the very first time. A new era begins. I'll also reveal this month's premium bond prizes, and if you stay to the end, I'll discuss everything I've been buying and selling in June. For the last 15 years, I've been drip feeding spare money each month into large cap dividend paying shares. The goal is that one day I can use these dividends to pay all my bills and so be financially free. When I first started, my dividends were small. It takes time for compounding to do its magic. Way back in June 2009, I received nothing at all. In June 2010, I received £50 from Barclays. Then in June 2011, I was paid £150 from Barclays, Persimmon and BP. In the following June, these companies paid me £195. It was motivating seeing these totals rise each year. Let's fast forward 13 years to see where we are today. This is not investment advice, I'm simply showing you my own journey. On the 26th, I received a payment from an ETF called VWRL. I've only just started investing in this one. It gives me exposure to over 3,600 companies from across the globe and is one of the most popular ETFs out there. This screen shows some of the main companies you would own. The ongoing charge is just 0.22%. The price is up 13.7% this year and the dividend yield is 1.9% spread over 4 payments a year. This month VWRL paid out a total of £25. On the 13th it was the turn of RELX to reward its shareholders. This is another relatively new company in the portfolio. It operates in the information and analytics sector and is also heavily into artificial intelligence. The shares have been doing great this year, up an impressive 17.4%. The yield is 1.8% spread over 2 payments. Dividend growth looks solid with the company able to raise the dividend year after year. This month, RELX paid out a total of £60. If you want to know how much I hold in each company mentioned, then I've listed the totals in a video description. On the 26th, it was the turn of another ETF to pay out. This one has the ticker code IUSA and basically tracks the S&P 500. The share price is up nearly 15% this year. It pays a small dividend of just 1.1% spread over 4 payments. This screen shows the largest companies you would own. Ongoing charges are just 0.07%. This month IUSA paid me a total of £100. On the 28th I received some cash from Imperial Brands. The shares are up nearly 12% this year. The dividend is high at 7.5%. After a period of dividend growth, the payments have been pretty flat over recent years. This month Imperial Brands paid out a total of £105. On the 26th, I received a present from VHYL. This is another all-world ETF, but this one favours higher dividend-paying companies. Here are some of the major ones you would own. You would have exposure to over 1,700 of them. The ongoing charge is 0.29%. The price is up 5.6% this year and the dividend is 3.5% spread over 4 payments. This month VHYL paid me a total of £120. If you enjoy these videos, then please hit the like button as it really helps out the channel. At the start of the month it was the turn of BAE Systems to pay out. The shares are up a whopping 21.4% this year. The dividend yield is 2.4% spread over 2 payments. Dividend growth is impressive with the company raising the dividends for many successive years. This month BAE Systems paid out a total of £225. On the 28th, it was the turn of Tesco to pay out some dividends to its shareholders. The shares are up 5.2% this year. The yield is 4.1% spread over 2 payments. Tesco has had some difficult times in the past, as you can see here, but recently it's on the path to recovery and the dividends are growing again. This month, Tesco paid out a total of £275. If you are thinking of taking your own first steps in dividend investing, then why not consider a really cost-effective platform such as Trading 212? And they will even start you off with a free share worth up to £100. Just click on the link in the video description and put your spare money to work. On the 7th of June, I received a bundle of cash from Unilever. The shares are up 15.7% this year. I might even consider adding more to this holding as it seems to have a bit of momentum at the moment. The yield is 3.3% spread over 4 payments. Dividend growth has been fairly stable in recent years. This month, Unilever paid out a total of £315. On the 28th, I received a present from BP. The shares are almost unchanged this year. The dividend is decent at 4.9% spread over 4 payments. Dividend growth is a bit volatile as you would expect in the oil and gas sector. Despite this, BP paid out a total of £315. On the 24th, it was the turn of Shell to pay out some cash to its shareholders. The shares are up 7.3% this year and the yield is 3.9% spread over 4 payments a year. Dividend growth is heading in the right direction. This month, Shell paid out a total of £340. On the 26th, my FTSE 100 ETF paid out. This one has the ticker code ISF and is up 7.4% this year. It pays a dividend of 3.9% spread over 4 payments. You get exposure to the complete FTSE 100. Here are some of the largest companies you would own. Ongoing charges are tiny at just 0.07%. This month, ISF paid out a total of £385. On the 21st, I received a payment from HSBC. The shares are up 9.7% this year. The dividend is high at 7.2% spread over 4 payments. Dividend growth has been a bit volatile as you would expect in the banking sector. This month, HSBC paid out a surprisingly large dividend of £425. And remember, because I use a stocks and shares ISA, all my dividends are currently tax-free. And now onto the premium bond draw. The prize rate is currently 4.4%. There is one draw a month, you have easy access to your money, and there is a chance to win £1 million each month. All winnings are tax-free. The first £1 million winner this June was based in Southampton and held the maximum of £50,000 in bonds. And the second lucky winner was based in Surrey and also had the maximum of £50,000. I use premium bonds as my emergency fund, kept out of the stock market on purpose, so hopefully I never have to sell my shares and can allow them to compound over time. No £1 million prize for me this month, but I did manage to win £150. The bar on the left shows what I would have expected to win so far this year with the full amount invested and average luck. The bar on the right shows what I've actually won. We are well behind at the moment. It will be interesting to see how this changes as the year goes by. Why not subscribe to follow the journey? And now for the overall passive income summary. The green bars on this graph show my passive income for the first 6 months of last year, and the blue bars are for this year. The total for this June was £2,840. This graph shows average monthly share dividends since I started the journey in 2009. This does not include premium bonds and is only share dividends. I find it so motivating seeing these bars go up year after year. At the time of this video, I'm receiving an average of £1,340 a month in share dividends, and it's all tax-free. I'll shortly be revealing everything I've been buying and selling this June, but first a quick look at the FTSE 100 ex-dividend dates for the month ahead. Just 3 companies have announced their ex-dividend dates at the time of this video. If you own the shares before the ex-dividend date, then you are entitled to the dividend, which will be paid to you on the payment date. As an example, I own shares in SSE, which go ex-div on the 25th of July. I'll be entitled to 40p for every share held, and this will be paid to me on the 19th of September. And here are all the payment dates for July. I'll be receiving dividends from the companies highlighted here. This screen shows the highest yields. With very high yields, however, there tends to be more risk of a dividend cut, something which recently happened to Vodafone and Rio Tinto. The average yield of the FTSE 100 is currently 3.6%, and my own portfolio is actually lower at 3.4%. But my yield on cost is now 6.3%. That's the dividend yield I'm getting on the total amount of money I've drip fed in since the start. Don't forget, I also get capital growth on top of this. I'll be doing a full portfolio review in my next video. So what have I been buying this month? Firstly, I've put more into GSK when the price dropped sharply earlier in the month. I've also continued to build up my position in Experian. This company is a data analytics giant, also using advanced AI technology in the processing of big data. The third purchase is Persimmon. I used to own the company more than 10 years ago, and I've put a very small amount in again recently. And finally, I've continued to increase my holdings significantly in VWRL, and I plan to add a lot more to this one in the months ahead. So the question is, with all these dividends coming in, have I finally reached financial freedom? Well, to see what my yearly expenses are and if my dividends now cover all my bills, then click this video here.